Address one of these questions that we get very often, and that is, can you over-fertilize? And the very simple answer is, yes, you could, but it's very, very unlikely. So let me explain that. If you keep the ratio just what you're supposed to with the Beat Your Neighbor Fertilizer, you're not going to over-fertilize. So if you are fertilizing once a week or twice a week, 3 times a week, this is not for you. So don't worry about over-fertilizing. Don't think that you're going to burn your flowers. You're not. If you are constantly fertilizing and fertilizing very heavily, then what I want you to do is where we actually flush out the plants or the hanging baskets. And yeah, I know a lot of you are going to say, Scott, you tell me to not water this until it comes out. Correct. I'm not talking about the habit of doing that. We're going to do this maybe once or twice a month, and that is going to help flush out the soluble salts that build up when you're fertilizing very heavily. So I am going to go through and water this until it runs out. And you can see it's a nice, warm, sunny day. It's beautiful out, and that's when I'm going to do this. I'm going to pick a day that's kind of appropriate, where I know that this plant can dry down a little bit. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to water it until it runs out. And you can see some of this water is dripping through, but that's just in the foliage right now, so it's kind of making its way through. I'm actually talking about where I'm watering, getting that water in the hanging basket, and now I can see that it's starting to drip. So I'm going to heavily water this and really let it flush out. And again, I'm only going to do that maybe once or twice a month when appropriate if I'm fertilizing very heavily. So don't worry about over-fertilizing, but if you are fertilizing 2 to 3 times plus a week, then go through and take once or twice a month and water these hanging baskets, water your containers until it really runs out, and that's just with clear water. So we're going to wash those soluble salts out. And now, another question, you can see these other hanging baskets in my background here. Another question that we get all the time is, how do you water those? You know, how do you get up there? And the answer is, this is a Dram rain wand, and it has a telescopic portion here that comes out, and I can get way up there and easily water those hanging baskets. And I love that it's the one touch, so it has that thumb nozzle on and off. Very easy to use. I love that I can take and adjust this and get up for these hanging baskets. And so that's how we water our hanging baskets that are way up at the top of our roof. So hoping we can just clear up a little mystery in that. So again, over-fertilizing, don't worry about it. If you're not fertilizing, many times a week, if you're in that 2 to 3 plus range of fertilizing with our Beat Your Neighbor Fertilizer, then go through again about twice a month and flush them through to get those soluble salts to run out. So I hope that helps. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.